Keska sup, internet? It's Rob Chappers here, straight into your face from YouTube. Recently, my buddy Lee Anderton had a tiny little girl. Congratulations to Lee. And I think the incoming extra parenthood made him amenable to my persuasive hairy charms. So what I've got here is my own personal pedal train gig bag, action-packed, full of Tone City pedals, because Lee had loads of them hanging around, and I thought, I'd love to do a video where I just sort of show off the range and maybe pick a few out. We've got everything in here, pretty much, that they do in the entire range, from the Black Tea, the Mandragora, the Angel Wing, Sweet Cream. They all sound like cocktails, don't they? Allspark. And you can see which one I've been using the most. It's, of course, the classic golden Plexi, one of my favourites. Solidly constructed, lots of different options, mega affordably cheap. You could put together a reasonable pedal board with Tone City for like just a few £100, which is a really cool thing. I was having a conversation yesterday with a bunch of friends saying that I think beginner to intermediates, when they start getting into effects, rather than just jumping into multi-effects digiboards and having what I call option paralysis, where you kind of flounder through thousands and thousands of different kinds of effects and panning and all sorts of weird stuff. I think it's better to start off with really affordable pedals, build your own actual physical pedal board, and then swap them off for more expensive versions or better versions, although sometimes affordable effects can be really big-ass cool. So, I've got Chapman Guitars ML3 Pro Modern. In the live room over there, I've got absolutely smacked out in the valves Tone City combo from the late 70s, early 80s, when I was conceived and born. And a lineup of pretty much all of the overdrives, gains, distortions, boosts that Tone City makes. Let's start with just how the amplifier sounds on its own with my fingers, because I dropped my pick. So you can hear it's just a bunch of valves cooking away in a room next door. Let's start with our first dirty pedal from Tone City, and this is the Allspark, which is just simply a boost. The Allspark comes with a low-end cut and a high-end cut. These are my two switches on the pedal. I'm actually a pedal for you right now. And what's really cool about the Tone City pedals is they got LEDs under the gainy level knob, so that you can tell that your affordable bundle of joy is on or off. Let's turn the Allspark on. I've got both of the passes switched off. All it's doing is just slamming those preamp tubes as hard as it possibly can and giving you more of what you've already got. So without, with. Moving on to the Mandragora. I love the sound, and I was a big fan of the band Mandragora. If anyone's ever heard of Mandragora, then like and subscribe and put in the comment section below, hey, I was a fan of Mandragora from years ago. But the Mandragora looks cool because it's purple. It comes with a presence control. It comes with a volume, a gain, and a tone, just like most other pedals of its ilk. Here's the amp. Here's the Mandragora. Mandragora. I really like that. It's quite subtle, or at least it's more subtle than just a giant boost in the valves. And it's got a nice crispy high end to it. Moving on, let's look at the Sweet Cream. Sweet Cream is literally just volume and touch. Now, touch is a weird thing to call this control. Basically, it's the blend of effect to just clean guitar signal. So here's the Sweet Cream. Again, quite a subtle effect, a bit crispier than the Mandragora, and I sense that if I push it, I think it's going to put it into kind of a Marshall territory. Might just try that right now for you. Nice. It is sweet and cream. Let's move on to black tea. It's making me hungry now. So black tea is volume, tone, and gain. It's exactly what you'd expect from a gain type, distortion-y type overdrive pedal. Again, just to remind you. And with. That's not messing around. There's a lot of gain there. Really nice. I like that. Kind of Kossoff-y for some reason. I don't know why. It just reminded me of that. Moving on, you all know this already. You already know. It's the Golden Plexi. It's on or it's off. It's great or it's not. I really like it. Just to remind you. We're going from that to this. Just straight ahead brutal, really. It's all or it's nothing. I mean, I can crack the game more, but nothing will happen. Moving on to the King of Blues, which I'm not. Hopefully this will make me the King of Blues. It's got an engine A and an engine B, and you can stack them. So you can set them differently, or you can stack them on top. I think that's a really cool thing. So I've set them very slightly differently. You can already see on the B cam. Here is how engine A sounds. Here's how engine B sounds. And if I stack them, I like that. It's a lot brighter and there's way more volume boost using the King of Blues. So there's your overview. Which one do you prefer? I think they're all really cool. I think my favourite probably still is the Golden Plexi and the Sweet Cream. I really enjoy the Sweet Cream. I think you could do better than to try a few and blend them. So, for example, I get the feeling that the Sweet Cream and the Mandragora would go well together because they're both quite subtle. I've been Rob Chapman. I hope you've enjoyed this stunning overview of the Tone City pedals. Yes, they're mega affordable and you can get them from everywhere on the planet, pretty much provided it's Andertons in the UK. Or in America, Riff City Guitar. You guys take it easy. Chappers out.